Hi again, everybody. This is Rob Raffety from Arlington, Virginia, one of the co-winners of the Project Breakout Political Pundit Contest. Hope you're all doing really well. I just found out very recently that Project Breakout is sending me to Minneapolis, Minnesota to cover the 2008 Republican National Convention. It's going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. Of course, the convention itself doesn't start until early September. So in the meantime, I figured I would take the opportunity to, tell you a little bit more about myself so you can get to know who I am, where I'm from, what I'm about. As it turns out, I took a road trip home to Buckhannon, West Virginia, where I grew up, and took my video camera along with me. It was the 4th of July weekend. A lot of really exciting things happened, and I captured some footage, put a little piece together. Take a look. The drive from Arlington, Virginia to Buckhannon, West Virginia, it's about 4 hours, plus or minus a few days depending on weather, construction, rubberneckers, sniper fire, mass hysteria, etc. I actually work in Bethesda, Maryland, which is usually sort of a pain, but in this instance it's great because I can just hop right on 270 North and get the heck out of Dodge, so to speak. About an hour into my white-knuckle drive, I reached the Cumberland Gap, aka the big V in the sky. Get it? Yeah, me neither. Anyway, as I approached the gap, I wondered to myself, when exactly was it built? How many Rod Breedloves did it take? And who was in such a hurry to get to Cumberland anyway? Within no time, I'd reached the West Virginia border. Wild and wonderful, open for business, wild and wonderful West Virginia. As someone who spent his formative years in the Mountain State, I felt the urge to pull over and perform a brief but customary display of Appalachian emotion. Sure, this ritualistic behavior might seem rather strange, but I guess it's like Biggie said, if you don't know, mister. There are, of course, many reasons to love West Virginia, but with respect to driving, I will name 3. The breathtaking scenery, smooth roads,
man, you're looking at Big Daddy.
And perhaps most importantly, excessive speed limits. Okay, time out, listen up, seriously. We must not reduce that speed limit. There's a movement afoot in the U.S. Senate, apparently. Some rumors floating out there that Congress wants to go back to the good old days of 60 miles an hour. Give me a break. Listen, Congress, don't do it. Don't even think about it. But I'm telling you, if you guys try to lower the speed limit, I'm going to have to take a pitchfork and start a riot. Yeah! When I finally arrived to Buckhannon, I went directly to St. Joseph's Hospital. No, not because of any injuries sustained from a fight with a pack of inbred cannibals, but rather for something far more important. The pending birth of my sister's baby.
Oh, golly, look at that belly button.
My sister Jen was already a couple of days overdue, so everybody was just hanging out waiting for something to happen. When the nurse informed me that a delivery was not imminent, I decided to head on home to Casa de Raffety. I grew up a few miles outside of town, in the country more or less. How do you know when you're in the country, you ask? Well, you know that old Shel Silverstein book, Where the Sidewalk Ends? Well, the country is where the road marker ends. You see how that double yellow line just up and disappears all of a sudden right there? Yeah, it's official. This is the country.
Alright. It's getting dark out.
Hey.
Someone brought some goodies here.
Since Jen's baby was busy delaying its entry into this cruel, harsh world, I decided to head on into downtown Buckhannon to take some shots. No, not those type of shots. I mean video footage. Come on, guys, stay with me. This is a shot of the Upshur County Courthouse, which, as any Golden Horseshoe winner could tell you, was built in 1901 in the classical revival style of architecture. The part on the left there is the annex, which was added way back in the mid-1990s. Across the street from the courthouse is the Upshur County Historical Society. I would have loved to have checked it out, but they had just closed for the week, so maybe next time. Buckhannon has always had a small-town reputation, but a lot of things have changed over time. For example, traffic lights, paved roads, and, let's see, what else? Pickup trucks. The town is home to numerous antique shops, a seasonal Dairy Queen, and not just one, but two, count 'em, two Chinese restaurants. Take that, Weston. Down the alley across from the DQ is the Lascaux Micro Theater, a great place to catch an indie flick. Someday, maybe someday, I hope to screen one of my films there. We'll see. A few blocks away, you'll find Buckhannon's Extreme Sports Park. Unfortunately, my mom sold my Schmidt stick in the garage sale a few years back. It had killer trucks and slime balls and everything. Not to gloat, but people used to call me the Tony Hawk of Tic Tac. Across from the skate park is Jawbone Park, with a monument to Chief Buckhannon, after whom it is believed the city of Buckhannon is named. It's a very lifelike sculpture. The chief here is holding his dying son, who in this case has been shot by a white guy named Captain White. It all kind of reminds me of the movie Creepshow, too.